Hello everybody, welcome to my review of Just Cause 2, brought to you by Square Enix, Avalanche Studios and Eidos. We're looking at the PC version right now, but this game's cross-platform with PS3, PC and Xbox 360, so everyone can have a chance to enjoy this big lump of fun. You play as Agent Rico Rodriguez for the agency. That should probably give you an idea of how much the plot really matters in this game. The fact that you're an agent from the agency named Rico Rodriguez. I haven't finished the entire game yet because the game is absolutely freaking huge, and you know, to 100% this game would just take ages. I mean, look at the size of this world map. Just take it all in. You think this is big? We haven't even zoomed out yet. It's absolutely huge. I think this might be the biggest game map that I've ever seen in a game ever. I mean, look at that. Just kilometers upon kilometers of stuff for you to, you know, places for you to explore, things to discover, bases to destroy, people to kill, cars to steal, planes to steal, helicopters to steal, boats to steal. You know, I'm not usually a huge fan of open world games. I've liked a couple, stuff like Grand Theft Auto games, stuff like Infamous. Prototype was good as well. Mainly because I think that they really provide you with the tools you need to make your own fun. And if you can't make your own fun in an open world game, then the game isn't worth it. And I think Just Cause 2 is one of those games that does allow you to make your own fun. I mean, they give you everything you could ever need. They give you like every vehicle under the sun, which can all be, you know, mail ordered to you in the game. Just dropped off. If you want to fly a jet plane into, like, I don't know, the ocean, then you can. At the click of a button. If you want to, you know, take a helicopter right up into the sky and then skydive out, you can. Basically, the idea of the game is there's this island, and the guy in charge of the island's a bit of a prick, and the best way to, you know, save the island is basically to blow up absolutely fucking everything. That is pretty much the gist of the game. I mean, the game is just made for blowing shit up. I mean, you get rewarded for the amount of stuff you blow up in this game. It's absolutely amazing. This is what I like about Just Cause 2. The emphasis is just on fun. It's not on plot. It's not on exposition. It's not on fancy big budget cutscenes. It's just literally fun. Pure, visceral fun. Graphics are just damn. I mean, for an open world game of this size, I mean, the graphics are pretty much, you know, phenomenal, especially when you're playing it on PC with DirectX 11 like I am. It looks very good. Obviously the console versions are not going to be able to match the PC version, but from what I've played of those, even on consoles, the game is still a good looking game, especially for an open world game. So you don't have to be, you know, you don't have to be worried about that. It looks good all round, irrespective of what it's on. In fact, in some respects, I think it might actually be easier to play this game on the console because obviously you've got a controller. I mean, the game involves a lot of flying and driving, and doing that on a mouse and keyboard can be annoying, especially as everything is mapped to the keyboard, which is not analog at all. So as you can see, I'm pretty shit at all the vehicle sequences in this game. In fact, what I have done, I've actually ordered an Xbox 360 controller for my PC. Not specifically to play this, actually. I was going to play all the old Prince of Persias with it, because they're impossible with a keyboard and mouse as well. But I think I probably would actually play this with a controller. I mean, the shooting won't be as precise, but if the driving and the flying is going to be more fun, especially for race challenges, etc., I think it's worth it for the decreased level of accuracy. So given all that, what I would say is, unless you really want this game on PC, and you really want the higher resolution and the increased anti-aliasing and the DirectX 11, which does all look very nice, unless you've got a high-end machine and a controller and you want all that stuff, then you might as well just get the console version. I mean, I've just built a new PC, so I really wanted a game that was sort of, you know, test out my new card, etc. But to be honest, it's fun on all systems. It's just a fun game in general, which I think is why I like it. It's probably the most fun I've had just messing around with a game since Vice City, probably. I mean, most of the time I just rush through a game, but Just Cause 2 I find myself just going around blowing stuff up most of the time, and I'm still having fun. So you can rack up a lot of hours with this game. If you want 100% this game, it's going to take you an awful long time. I should probably warn you all that if you're the kind of person that likes a well-written story like in their games, then Just Cause 2 isn't really going to do anything for you. If you like stories that are so fucking stupid that they're actually good, then this is definitely the game for you. Or if you simply don't really care about story and you're sick of games with pretentiously long storylines, complicated storylines, and overly drawn out cutscenes and all that kind of stuff, then this will definitely be a fresh air for you as well. I mean, you can just go around and do what you like, you'll have fun. I mean, I hardly know what's going on in the plot, to be honest, and I'm still having fun with the game, and to be honest, I really couldn't care less. I suppose you could liken it to, you know, the plot line in a porn film. It's like, some of you might be glad it's there, but you don't really need it to have fun, if you know what I mean. The game's fun with or without a story. In the issue of fairness, I suppose I should probably mention a few negative points about the game. The whole ginormous world map thing is kind of a double-edged sword. You will find yourself having to travel for absolutely fucking ages to reach the destination, and that can be quite boring. Like, you want to do a mission but you've got to travel 15 kilometers to get there. It's and you have to just get on a plane and just hold the forward button down until you're there, watching the distances sort of count down as you get there. It's pretty boring. There is a fast travel system though, but in order to get anywhere with that, you've got to discover the locations by yourself first. So even the fast travel isn't always useful to you, so you're going to do a lot of travelling around in this game. Then again, if you want a nice big game world, then that's just a small price to pay. I mean, the world is interesting, it's full of bases that you can destroy, all of which unlock more chaos, which gets you more items and more weapons and more missions ultimately. So you are rewarded for fucking around and blowing shit up as much as you are for actually doing the missions. So yeah, I hope this has given you a good impression of Just Cause 2. Bottom line is, I definitely recommend that you go out and play it, or go out and buy it. It's really cheap, especially if you buy the PC version rather than the console version. It's a lot cheaper. And yeah, brilliant game, great breath of fresh air. It's nice to find a game that's just about fun rather than, you know, having all this other stuff attached to it. And I just died terribly. Right, should probably leave the review here, guys. Not going to give it a score because I don't think review scores really work, but hopefully if you like what you see on screen, then you should play this game. Laters.